My name is Ann Barker, and I'm from Nacogdoches Public Library. Just to give you a little bit of background about our library, we have 63,000 people in our county that we serve. And we have an unusual library setup in that we have, we're in the same building with a recreation center, one large building. Now, the recreation center is the primary location for evacuees to come and stay within our county. So really, earlier on, we only had maybe a few people show up who had to spend the night there because their apartments were flooded. Then came along Hurricane Katrina. We were inundated with hundreds of people who had been picked up from overpasses and from the roofs of houses. And so they were shell-shocked when they got to us. They didn't have anything. We had to suddenly scramble to supply all of their needs. The recreation center gym became their bedroom, our meeting room became their cafeteria, and the library became their living room. We had a few computers set up. I will say we probably only had about 12 computers at that point. And so we were desperately trying to have all the people log into the Red Cross website, then tried to make sure they got into the FEMA websites. That was very difficult to work through, but we had so many hundreds of volunteers who came from the university, came from the local community to assist the evacuees and some of the volunteers would work 12-hour shifts. Our staff was certainly working 12-hour shifts. And so we used our computers for hours and hours. We were open to the evacuees from 9 o'clock until 9 o'clock. And we also developed a community services website. And the way that came about is that the angels at Texas State Library called us and said, "How's it working out for you there?" And we said, "It is wild. It is just going crazy here." And they said, "Well, can you use a grant?" We said, "Oh yeah." So within 3 days, we submitted a grant for $41,000. With that money, we hired 2 people to be social workers, and they literally helped find housing, jobs, helped the evacuees sign up for college courses, and even in January, months after the hurricane, they knocked on the door at a motel room, found a family of evacuees. The children had not been in school because they did not own shoes. So our staff got shoes for them, took them over to the schools, and got them registered for school. The community services website is really interesting in that already the local school of nursing had a program in existence where they would have an assignment for their students to contact local agencies and find out all kinds of data about the agencies. And that would be who's in charge, where's the location, do you have a website, phone number, email, all that sort of thing, eligibility requirements. We took that information, working with them, and developed a website. Phil Reynolds from Stephen F. Austin State University created a simple website for us. And that website is still in operation today. And this is what I want to suggest to many of you out there, is that you create something similar to that. And really, a lot of it is your basic reference information that you're supplying to people in your community anyway. So let me just fast forward here a little bit. This is a scene from Hurricane Katrina. This is when we had people there in the library who were trying to get vouchers for housing from DebtCog. And that's the kind of situation we were dealing with. We created this community services website so that when you log on to our website, the library's website, npl.sfasu.edu, you can click on community services, and what will pop up will be a screen with all kinds of subject headings, such as medical, children's services, alcohol and drug abuse, all kinds, elder care. And when you then click on that, you'll get a screen that gives you all kinds of agencies that provide those services. Then you can click on that and go to specific agencies, print that page out, and hand it to the person standing there. I had a phone call from one gentleman in California, and he was concerned about his elderly mother who lived in Nacogdoches. And I said, "Sir, do you have access to the internet?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "All right, then just go to our website, go to community services, click on elder care. And right there you'll have all the agencies that will be able to offer assistance to your mom." And he was very appreciative. I used it just this week for the utility assistance. I had an elderly woman who came in and did not have any heat, and was able to, within 2 minutes, pull up information for her about where to go to get help with her utility bills. So this is a way that you can really make an impact in your community, because this can be used statewide, especially during disaster situations. People in Austin can find out where to send food for food distribution, for example. Thank you very much.
Great.